till he drop, biggity poof. Oxy and me, he don't want no problem with. Let's get to drinking poison our livers, damn it, we sinners. When me and Abstract together, see we deliver. She got me touching it, and all on my fingers, damn it, we winners. Pillars of this rap, homie, they know. Kill everything till it's time for me to go. That's when I bomb it with a blow and then I black and get a little bit dummy. The microphone is bleeding, you should take it from me.
Incredibly, we do it in the resumes, the music, I tune it, YouTube it.
What's up, everybody? It's Seabass with Step by Step. Real honor today. Jon Cruz, a.k.a. Do Knock.
How you doing?
Battle Monkeys, Super Crew. Any other, let's see, Red Bull.
Full Force.
Full Force.
Bam.
Any others out there? Any secret
no
secret
Red
combinations?
Bull, no Red Bull. Hopefully Red Bull, if they see this and they want to, bring me on their team, that ain't happening.
Well, thank you for inviting us out to your place today. Checking out some of your art, some of the things you do aside from dancing. Let's just start off kind of with your history. You grew up, obviously, California. Age 9 is when you kind of really got your start. Did you have any influence? I know your brother kind of got you into it.
Yeah.
Did you have any influence from like your parents or grandparents or anything musically, dancing?
Not so much, man. Honestly, it just really was my brother. I did everything that my brother was doing, and so breakdancing was just a part of life because he was doing it. So and then when he stopped doing it, I pretty much stopped, but didn't like what I was doing in whatever I was doing, so I went back to it and never stopped, man. And then, but
was it Beat Street? Was it breaking?
Yeah,
like, what was the influence?
Yeah. It was all those, at the time, it was.
What year was this, by the way?
Oh man, this was probably like, I believe. Oh man, probably 94.
Okay.
Maybe 95 or 93. I think it was around 93.
Word.
And yeah, he had a Beat Street, just the battle, just the we didn't have the full movie, so we just had the battle scene, and then so we pretty
back
much
when there was
went
VHS. Some of y'all don't know what VHS is out there.
Yeah, VHS, man, and pretty much from that little battle, that 10-minute battle or something like that, was everything to us, and then we got a hold of breaking and electric boogaloo and all that stuff, and just really embodied our whole being into wanting to become breakdancers,
Right.
So yeah, that was our thing,
Was there anything specific to like breaking that you really like? Did you like the style of it, the power? Like what were you practicing first when you kind of saw your brother?
I like the windmills and all that stuff, the power aspect of the whole thing.
Right.
But later in my life, I figured out that dancing and becoming a character or whatever was a lot better. But yeah, man, seeing backspins and that I still to this day, I don't, if you throw on a Red Bull BC1 or you're seeing it on a commercial, I don't understand how a kid won't be like, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do,
Right.
Because it's just so dope.
The power and inspiration from it.
Yeah, man. Breaking, you have to understand, man. Breaking, we defy gravity in a sense, like stuff that we're like superheroes, man. It's crazy to see what is being done nowadays, because we tapped into something that no one has the ability to understand. It's crazy.
The movement,
the movement, and the way it's done. Like just figuring out the way how you put your arm and throwing yourself and stuff like that. Nobody teaches that.
Right.
You figure that crap out.
That's cool. I think that's something about the 90s that was kind of interesting about b-boying in general is, and kind of as you explained, you just kind of felt, the feeling like that your brother was feeling, and you just did it. It wasn't specifically style or power, and it's kind of when b-boying came back, the 90s, that's how it was, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of movement from
Yeah.
different other cultures like house and,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes b-boys
Freestyle
were also
dancing,
popping as well. Like,
Freestyle
nobody cared.
dancing,
It was
yeah,
just...
no, yeah.
So from that time that you started picking it up again, was there something that just clicked inside you? You said, man, I just love that feeling and I just want to do it. This is how I want to pursue it.
Yeah. I felt like when I really got back into it, I knew exactly what I wanted to do in life. You know, when I was coming up, you know, like when you're a kid, you know, you get asked, what do you want to be in life and stuff like that. Oh,
Right.
I want to be an artist. And, you know, like at one point I wanted to draw for Disney. I wanted to be an artist and draw movies and stuff like that. But I remember just feeling like, you know what, I know what I want to do. Like I know, you know, watching Michael Jackson and James Brown and all these guys, like to me, I'm like, man, how can one person, you know, entertain thousands and thousands of people? Like, how do you do that, you know? And I wanted to figure that out. I wanted to understand, okay, this is how you do it. This is, you know, you got to put all the, you know, if you want something really, really bad, you have to put all your all into it, you know. You can't half-ass it, you know. And so that's what I did. I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to dedicate this, I'm going to do it. And I've been doing that ever since, man. And I do that with anything I do.
Set 'em up, stiletto up, saddle up, and let's go. Good times, only difference making it dope. Chatter is up, peep the way we batter it up. On top of the mountain, folding the ladder up. You're dead and done, rip up your paper, cause your status is none. Transfix on the sphinx of the page, whether chopper or gauge, you're just a...
First like connection with b-boys, like what was maybe like the first battle you went to, or some of the first people, battle monkeys that you got with? When was that, and what's the story behind that?
It started with SFA. My crew was SFA, and we were a Christian crew. You know, we it was standing for Sent from Above crew, and then DNA was the other crew that was in the next city over. Okay. And when we met them, we pretty much met, you know, ourselves, you know, like, and that's the reason why we connected so well. And then we didn't really want to go by SFA DNA, you know. We wanted one name, you know, and Battle Monkeys is what came out of it, you know. And back in the day, it was just trying to be the best in your city, you know, and
you grew up in
Moreno Valley.
Moreno Valley, okay.
Yeah, Moreno Valley.
Moval. Good old Riverside County.
Riverside, and but the thing is, it's so dope because nowadays, you know, I feel bad for b-boys growing up now, is because they're not going to get to experience the joy of not knowing what is out there. You know what I'm saying? Like
explain that a little bit.
Because the thing is, like, we thought we were the best in our minds, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we didn't know that there was other people that were more amazing. You know?
Moreno Valley B-Boy All Stars.
Yeah, dude. You know, because you know, in the next city over, you're gonna meet somebody, and then you could be like, you know, you try to test somebody, and then you find out that they're freaking amazing, or you meet some other people that they're from Las Vegas, and they have the same type of energy and flow on the creative tip, and you've never seen them ever in your life. And nowadays, you know, if you want to know what's out there, you just and it's there. You know what I'm saying? There's no excitement anymore. You know, and maybe there is, but I don't know, because I'm not. This is not my generation. You know, like I don't feel excited when I see something. You know, it like.
Maybe because it's been done so much.
Yeah. I guess now it's like you already assume that it's done, you know, or it's like there's no, you know, there's still sometimes that I see a move that it's like, oh my gosh, I remember thinking about that like so long ago, and now it's here, and now, you know, somebody's done it and stuff like that, but you know, I remember getting videotapes, you know, and having you know, like put it in, and seeing like this little jam
and watching the whole thing,
and you know, and it's VHS, so it has, like, you know, it's all crapped out, but the things you see brand new moves, and you see all this stuff, and you're like, oh man, this is freaking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
So that, you know, that in a sense was the reason why we were breaking. That was the reason why. It's just the excitement of being able to create something from nothing. And for a kid that is being told you can't do nothing with your life, that right there is, you hold on. If you have that, you hold on to it and you freaking go for it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's in my set, in my whatever being or whatever, that's
right.
what I did. You know, I'm 30 years old now, and now I think about, oh crap, you know, I get why they're saying, oh, you can never dance, you know, forever. You know, what are you gonna do with your backup plan? You know, you weren't thinking about that, you know. But now it's like, oh crap, what is the backup plan? Right. But the thing is, thank God that maybe I have a backup plan, and that's with my art. You know, maybe I can be all old and have my own studio and just keep on creating, you know.
Right.
But you never know. I don't know what the future is, but the thing is, I know damn well I'm gonna put my all into that, and if I fail, I fail. If I don't, I don't. And you know, that's how I live my life.
Right.
I live my life saying, why can it be done? Why is it supposed to be this way?
Right.
I don't see stuff like that.
And I mean, you can see that in your dancing. Just you know, for myself, being inspired by one of my, you know, favorite dancers of all time. Like I said, it's an honor to be here. I can definitely see that. I know, like you mentioned, in school, in high school, you had, you know, teachers saying that you couldn't do this, and yet you had your family support and everything. And I'm sure as well your crew. At what point did you guys really start to get out there? What was, I guess, first of all, what was that first VHS that you saw? And then also, what was the first big jam you guys went to?
Man, first VHS, man, I can't even, I guess
other than Beat Street and...
Other than Beat Street, honestly, there was this jam that I actually just saw it on YouTube. It had like Honey Rockwell in it, and I don't know what it was, but the thing is, we used to, our very first introduction into b-boying, aside of us as Battle Monkeys or SFA and stuff like that, was our boy Wise 9. You know, like he was like the dude, the b-boy that was coming out of Riverside.
Oh, word. Okay.
And he pretty much took us under his arm and was like, yo, I'm gonna introduce you to all the b-boys.
Cool.
You know, and we're like, what? And this is in '99.
Yeah.
You know, early '99. Actually, maybe '98. You know, end of '98, '99, beginning of '99. And he was the one telling us, yo, Bboy Summit's coming up, blah blah blah, all this stuff, man. And we're like, what are these? You know, there's competitions, and you know, like we didn't know. So that's when we started. You know, we met like Vietnam and Jeff and Tails and Energetic and all that stuff, and then Little Rock and all these guys that were open to us. And I think we were at a point, a dope time where we weren't judged for being new and young and all that stuff. We weren't judged at all. A lot of people get judged. I judge people sometimes, and it sucks.
Right.
But you know, that's just you know, I guess you see. I don't know. It's just it was just a different time.
Right.
In breaking at that time, like everybody, like you could do anything.
There wasn't a lot of structure like there is today. It's too structured.
Yeah, man. It's just how it should be. This is how it is, and blah blah blah. Like it was none of that, man. It was you couldn't even sense that from seeing somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much you didn't know if you were doing everything right or wrong. You know?
Right.
Like you just
went rounds and rounds.
You just
until
did it. You just did it, man.
Yeah.
And you know, back in the day, you know, Ivan, you know, meeting Ivan, Bboy Ivan, he was a huge inspiration for me, and he always used to tell us, crash to create. Always crash to create.
Never be refuted. It's naughty for and naughty for Ninas and ballerinas, ballers and in-betweeners, blatant non-believers and overachievers, kicking it in pay lay Adidas, drink gallons of liters. All of you must reconcile a leader. She's begging to eat us, and her man's attitude defeat us, but never a scandal because me and Busta we prone to handle with gentlemen.
Not to mention we veterans, second.
Make sure you create something out of it. Make sure you have your brain always working, because the thing is, you want to know how you got out of that move.
Right.
So you can be like, oh, I can do this out of it, or I can do this, or you can make it. That's how you make up moves, man. And you know, one move that I became something from was the rollback, one-handed rollbacks, continuous one-handed rollback. And the reason why I made that move up was because I was trying to do the rollback one-handed, and I fell. But I fell in a way that I was like, oh wow, I can do it again by a certain way I roll, you know?
Interesting, yeah.
If I throw my body this way, it'll give me the enough momentum to lift myself back up, you know? And I made it up from crash to create. And but that's just a little idea of what crash to create means, you know. And but yeah, man. And then but going back to your question was we got invited to go, you know, to Summit '99,
man.
And that by far, if you ask anybody, man, anybody that went there, that went to that jam, you ask anybody, how was that jam? Like what, and what I say, it's hip hop. It was hip hop. Like every sense of the word was that jam. Because the thing is, you had b-boying, you had graffiti, you had MCing, you had DJing, you had all that. You had everything that you wanted. Like you walk into that thing, and it was just, everybody was just together. It wasn't separated at all.
Right.
You know? And it was so dope, man. It was 3 days of just, you know, amazing. And that was like, we had a riot at Venice Beach, dude. It was crazy. And I remember, you know, seeing my hero, you know, Crazy Legs, you know, top rocking it against, you know, the whole freaking SWAT team or whatever, the riot team and stuff like that. It was just like, ah! It was so dope,
legendary.
man. It was so dope. If you watch Precious Kids, you'll see me in the back of Crazy Legs when he's doing that one part, you know. And I'm just like throwing, I don't know, I'm probably throwing stuff at the cops. I don't know. It was so like good. And then I remember coming back home and my mom's like, did I see you on TV? On the news, you know, and because it was all on the news, and it was just like I'm sorry, Mom, it was hip hop. It was so dope, you know.
You got that feeling, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was, I remember so much about the feeling of being at that event. I saw K-Mel and Meekus come and just murder everybody in that freaking jam. You know, they used to go, they were going from circle to circle to circle.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name? You're so-and-so? Alright, bop, bam, let's go.
Just go at
Bop,
it.
let's go. Ivan, let's go. Bam. You know, everybody. And it was dope, man. It was dope to see, because the thing is, I remember that was in the beginning of the year of '99. And at the time, I only had like a couple head spins. I had flares, I had windmills, I had 90, I had swipes, just the basics, you know,
Right.
basic stuff. And and then that summer to September, dude, I was dude, it just opened up my mind. You know,
Right.
being in that space and time, just
With all those different people.
everybody, dude.
Yeah.
You saw people from all over the world, man. You got to meet your heroes. You got
Right.
to do everything, man. Everything, and it's amazing, dude. And that's when I just went.
Right.
You know.
You weren't known as Baby Legs at the time, though, right?
I was Baby Legs at the time. I wasn't known.
Okay.
I wasn't known, but
Baby Legs in the Do Not.
Baby Legs, man. You know that story, man, in itself is just Baby Legs, and the reason why I made up that name was because the only B-boy that I knew was Crazy Legs.
Of course.
So I was like, yo, Baby Legs, you know, like.
Did you introduce yourself to Crazy Legs?
No. Thank God I didn't. Thank God. I didn't even get to talk to him, man. Like.
Oh really?
Like,
Okay.
yeah, like I didn't even get to talk to him, but I'm pretty sure like the.
He was too busy trying to get it SWAT.
No, man. But the thing is, the story is, before I went to these jams and stuff like that. I told you Wise and
Right.
and
Wise Nine.
the whole story was, he invited us to his house and to practice with Energetic and Tails and Vietnam
Right.
and all these guys at his house, and he pretty much we got there mad early, and he's like, yo, you guys want to go in the jacuzzi or something like that, and we're like, yeah, go in the jacuzzi, and then he just brought it up. He was like, yo, man, what you guys got B-boy names and stuff like that? And then we're Julius was like, yeah, Primate, and Russell was IQ, and then it came to me, and I was like, Baby Legs. And this dude just started laughing, dude. Just like, clowning me right in front of my face, And I was like, and then I can sense, my crew just like, dude, what the like, dude, you just ruined it. We haven't even practiced with these dudes, and you're just ruining it, And I'm like, I'm thinking about changing it, man. Changing it to Do Knock, And he was like, Do Knock. He's like, yeah, man, you should go with that one, man. You should stick to that one, man. You know, Baby Legs, man. You some type of rock steady reject type B-boy, and I was like, no, man. I'm Baby Legs. I'm Do Knock. I'm Do Knock. Yeah. But the thing is, and the way that I came up with the name was pretty much we were just practicing and we wanted to become something that when we battle, we become somebody, like Bruce Wayne and Batman,
Right.
We wanted to do something like that,
Cool.
And when we saw like Cujo, like when he danced, we were like, that's Cujo, but his name is Jacob, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we're like, okay, what can we do, and then the guys made up their names, and then it came to me, and it just came out, Do Knock, and they were just like, what the heck is that, man? That's not even a name or anything, like, just Do Knock,
Yeah.
And so it didn't stick, so I was Baby Legs for until that moment.
Yeah.
But thank God, we made up those names, and now look, Do Knock, everybody knows Do Knock, like it's crazy, like it's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
That's cool.
Hey.
Premises. Better fly, you pelican, idiot. But then again, you need a suit for your funeral measurements. See, we doing it effortless. It's never getting no better than this. Giving you that you miss a better preference. Watch me turn them to skeletons. See how I come and bring out the betterness. Timeless with it, I rep the foreverness. Flying United Emirates. Size private plane